In this final part, we continue to look at measures that can be taken to foster a lasting solution to peace in the Rwenzori region. This kind of meeting is now common sight. Different elders from different ethnic backgrounds regularly gather in groups to forge a way forward in peace building.
If the elders can come together as elders, they will talk events what they used to do before. And the elders, the younger generation, will see that elders actually they used to work together, and they are working together even now. So the younger generation will follow their fathers and grandfathers what they are doing before as it was, so that they can be in peace and reflecting to the development as they are spearheading development of this region.
Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice has been organizing platforms where different groups converge and talk about matters of peace and human rights. At these forums, they share experiences, knowledge, and build consensus on issues that affect them.
We need to empower these communities to solve their own problems. Me, what I believe in, a person from outside may not solve any problem. In the first instance, these ethnicities, they know each other better than people outside their communities know.
We have been doing the work of mediation. We have been doing the work of Baraza communities. We have been doing round table meetings. We have been engaged in meetings of the elderly people. Like in Karuguti Town Council, we have an elderly group of people, that is the Batoro Bakonzo group. And actually, we do engage ourselves in those meetings. We give them some highlights about peace.
With all the concerted efforts being put in place, the future is bright. Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice is now looking at cementing these gains. The organization is going to set up an inter-ethnic museum that will showcase historical and contemporary cases of inter-ethnic collaboration and help unite the different ethnicities.
I think it is one way of resolving a conflict, because now we shall be working together in a museum. You are Mukonjo, you are Musongora, you are Muchiga, I mean you are Munyavindi, the Mbachingwa and other tribes. If every tribe brings its own cultural inputs in that museum, I think everything will be in a position and conflict will end. Even the younger generation will see that people are working together and the conflict can reduce to the rate where it is right now.
So the museum will serve as a one-stop center for a collection of interethnic materials, artifacts, photos, and so on from this region. And these materials will be showcasing historical and contemporary cases of interethnic collaboration. So it will be a space for learning, a space for reflection, and a space for appreciating who we are as a region. We're a diverse region. We're a united region.
With all the gains already made, the people of Rwenzori believe that more efforts should be put in place to foster an everlasting interethnic bond.
I think what next is not just a question addressed to Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice, it is addressed to us as a region. As RFPJ, we shall continue to create and strengthen platforms for dialogue, for reconciliation, for sharing information, and for appreciating who we are. We still remain committed to popularizing the findings of this study. And as I said, these findings which are demonstrating interethnic collaboration will be used as reconciliation stepping stones. That we can have a reference point and say, look here, not everything about the Rwenzori region and its different ethnic groups is about conflict. We are about peace, we are about non-violence, and that's what we are committing to do and to further.
With strategic collaborations with schools in the region, Rwenzori Forum for Peace is involving schools to sensitize the youth in schools with peace messages.
We talked about religious leaders. We support religious leaders are in place to fight conflict and are in place to bring peace in Rwenzori region. Your Lordship, they came supporting us. I thank you very much. They came supporting us and they said religious leaders are bringing peace, and within religious leaders, they are youths. But not all youths are religious leaders. But religious leaders include youths. So we all believe that religious leaders are going to support and collaborate and ensure collaboration in Rwenzori region. But not only the youth, Your Lordship, they are already on our side, and I like that.
Parents and elders, they are the ones who are advising their children to get involved in the conflicts. For example, in Ibundibujo, we have elders and parents, they are there, but it is the place where these conflicts are mostly always happening, yapa, and yet we have them there. And when we go to, we look into that, we find that the parents and the elders are the ones who advises their children to get involved, because they're always like, last year, your uncle got killed by a Mukonjo. Therefore, this time you should also get involved so that we can revenge on those Ibamba. Our dear judges, they are not the parents and elders really.
I'm meaning in the youth, parents and elders who can solve inter-ethnic violence.
The advice of the religious leaders can help to solve that.
Thank you very much. Account for those who can't hear the advice of the religious leaders.
No one cannot hear the advice of the religious leaders.
So you know everybody's attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
I was very impressed to the questions the youth were raising. Both of you were very right. But please take note that change starts with you. Whether you are a youth, whether you are an adult like me, it must start with me and it must start with you. I am happy that the youth are starting to know their problems and how to address them.
As Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice, we shall continue to work with you. As an organization, we work with the youth both in and out of school. And that's our commitment. This gala is the first of its kind. We would like to make it an annual event. So rest assured, we shall come back here next year for this same purpose. I don't know for how many years to come, but this will be annual. That's our commitment.
This group of students is painting and drawing their life experiences. This helps them make informed choices that help deter them from involving in conflicts.
My violence was only particularly in school, whereby you find a Mutoro and the other is a Wate Muko. Okay, it was between me and Mutoro and the Mukonjo. So it was like I was lacking like a pencil to use in a class. So to borrow that pencil, I was to approach my fellow Mutoro instead of a Mukonjo. So it's like now the Mukonjo we are okay segregating from the Batora, and there was like some disunity. I drew like it was hands of different people from different tribes. Yeah, then they are in contact on top of one another. So it symbolizes that since they have put their hands together, and this is like we are now dealing with the inter-ethnic collaboration. Now this is like promoting unity. They have collaborated together, and now they are promoting unity for peace and stability and development.
Churches are also drumming up peace messages during sermons to their diverse congregations.
The message about peace is that peace must begin with self. You must feel that inner peace in order to extend it to another person. And then when we have reached that inner peace, by the way, which comes from a confidence of security. If you have no confidence in your security, you cannot have any peace. So when we have inner peace, then we can have that peace with the neighbor, then peace with the society, and then peace with our environment, and peace with God. I think those are the things we should aim at when we are considering peace.
As a religious leader, most of the times when we are in the sermon or when we are giving speeches or when we are talking to our community members, mostly in the mosque and in the community, we actually tell them that we are one, because the Creator in Arabic, either in Islam we say Allah, but the commonly word we use God, that we are created by one God, by one creator. We have to be together. We have actually to work together. We have to make business together. We have to stay together. We have to coordinate. There is no reason why we should actually separate from one another.
Markets such as this are now being encouraged. Different ethnic groups bring their merchandise and produce to sell freely.
They are bringing their things in the market, and these people are buying from Bakonjo, and Bakonjo buying from Batoro. Many Batoro are the butcher who are killing goats, cows, and what and so on. Bakonjo, when they sell their things, they do go to buy meat, to buy what, to buy everything what they don't have. Shop, salt, because they don't have shops on the mountain. They are cooperating, there is no problem.
Owenguko Wilson Mubulia, the Prime Minister of the Obudinga Bwabamba, urges cultural institutions to continue playing their roles to ensure there is peace.
As cultural institution, our role is advocacy, because we do not legislate, we do not levy tax, but we advocate for development, and the development comes with peace and comes with the relationship with others. And for that, therefore, we are in unity with the other cultural institutions in Uganda. And particularly in the Rwenzori region, we attend the functions of recognized cultural institutions in the area, that is in Toro Kingdom and Obusinga Rwenzori. Whenever they invite us, we come and stay with them and enjoy their celebrations together.
We continue encouraging youth to engage in developmental issues, to stop listening to the politicians who are misleading them, to the cultural leaders who are misleading them. They should engage in developmental programs. What are the programs which are taking place in Uganda? Like the Operation Wealth Creation. In this region, it has done a good job. So I encourage youth to welcome that.
With all this cultural diversity and efforts being put in place, the Rwenzori region will finally realize the inter-ethnic collaborations it so badly desires.